Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of Parashat Pointers. This week's message is dedicated in honor of the Raul family. We talk about the two children in this week's Parashat Yitro, the two children of Moshe and Tzipporah. If you look at the words of the Pasuk, it's absolutely amazing that there's a large, amazing lesson to be learned in what seems to be a very technical point. The Pasuk says that the two sons of whom the one was Gershon, that is to say, I've been a stranger in a strange land, and the one was named Eliezer. Rabbi Bachya says when you're naming two children, say the first one is Gershon, the second one is Eliezer. Why does it say the one is Gershon and the one is Eliezer? That seems to be very bizarre. So Rabbi Bachya gives one explanation, and that explanation is that each one was special to. One was to the father special, and one was special to the mother. Meaning that Moshe Rabbeinu, who, because he was so connected to Gershon, because it helped him remember where he came from, that he was a stranger in a strange land. So Gershon was a little more special to him. And Tzipporah, who saved Eliezer's life, who we know Eliezer was not circumcised and his life was in danger, and Tzipporah took out a knife and saved his life by giving him a brit milah, so she was more connected to him. There's much to learn from that. But I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on something else. You know, sometimes when we talk about our families, we talk about the kids. We talk about the family. And sometimes our kids feel grouped together. They don't feel unique. This pasuk is teaching us that each child has to feel like the one. Unique. I'm special. I'm not just part of a group. It's important to be part of a group at times. But you have to also feel that you mean something. You matter. If I wasn't here, it wouldn't be the same. It's very important to accomplish that. The question is, how do we do it? I'd like to give some ideas. Number one is ask caring questions. Many people, when they talk to their kids, they just say generic things like, how was school today? Be more specific. Show them that you know about their life. Oh, there's a play today. How was it? By the way, I love your unique personality. It's not the same when you're not here. When you're not here, there's something lacking. That makes them feel special, like you miss them. Not just because they're part of something, because of who they are themselves. You could ask them, I remember you had a play today. How was it? How'd you like it? The Tzaddik Yerushalayim, Rav Aryeh Levin, who lived in Yerushalayim when the Jewish state was being, when they actually declared their independence from England, there's a story where he went to, he used to go to he was called the father of the prisoners, and he went to visit all these guys that were in there by the British, held there, and he used to visit them every Shabbat. And one time he got there, he saw one of these guys writes, one of these prisoners says that he just came in there with such a big heart, with such love. And as he saw me, I wasn't wearing a proper jacket. He took my hand and he put my hand with his hand, started to caress my hand and says, where's your jacket, honey? You're gonna get cold like that. That's not okay. Why'd you come out like this? I'm worried about you. You're gonna catch a cold. And I'll just quote what this prisoner said. For a brief moment, I had the sensation that my mother and father were standing at my cradle, covering me warmly and fondling me with affection. This is the way you can make a person feel special. Another thing that we could do with our children is spend some uninterrupted time together. We have vacations, we have opportunities to spend time with our children, but do we really spend it with our minds as well, not only our physical bodies? You don't have to have a large period of time, but there should be some time set aside where the child feels like you're just giving them their full attention. It's very important. It could be just a little walk, it could be a quick drive. Make eye contact. Don't do other things while you're talking to that child. Don't look at your phone while you talk to anyone, especially your child. When you go to meet with somebody and they're looking at their computer or they're doing something else while you're talking to them, they don't feel as important as the other thing. That's just the way it goes. So that's very important, and the child will feel special when they're given that special attention. Another opportunity is to learn together. When we learn with our child, it creates a bond that cannot be understated. It's a lifelong bond. You're connected with something much deeper than just an experience. You're connected through Hashem himself, the Shekhinah that rests upon a person who learns Torah. I know a prominent rabbi in the community that used to learn with his daughters as they were growing up, different Musar Sefers together. Beautiful. That creates that bond. Let's realize that our families are not just groups. They're made up of individuals. So each one of our children feels special, Be'ezat Hashem. Bye-bye.